The next reaction is haloform reaction, or it is also called as haloform test. It is the most important one. Very important. So most important reaction, that is a haloform reaction, or sometimes they give a haloform test, or simply sometimes they give iodoform test also. So please remember, this is a very important. What is this haloform reaction or haloform test? So please first remember, organic compounds organic compounds having the organic compounds which are having methyl carbinol group. Here methyl carbinol group means CH3 COH group. So here CH whatever it may be, or you can write that CH3 COH group. So such type CHZ. So this is called as methyl carbinol group. Okay, and or methyl keto group. Methyl keto group. Here, what is a methyl keto group? Methyl keto group means CH3 C double bond OZ. Here, this is called as methyl keto group. So, methyl carbinol group, or methyl keto group. This CH3CO group reacts with reacts with halogen and alkali. Reacts with halogen and alkali. Alkali means like a strong base. Please remember, it is alkali means it is strong base. Halogen and alkali to form or to produce haloform. To produce haloform is called as haloform reaction or haloform test. So, organic compounds having methyl carbinol group or methyl keto group, any of this group, either methyl carbinol or methyl keto group, reacts. They reacts with halogen and alkali to produce haloform. Okay, so an organic compound which contains a methyl carbinol group or methyl keto group reacts with the halogen and alkali mixture to produce haloforms. This process is called as haloform reaction or haloform test. Okay, so here the main requirement for any compound which show haloform test is a methyl carbinol group or a methyl keto group. If they are present, then they show haloform test. So haloform reaction we can write like CH3 CH OH Z. Z means any other group or an atom, we will see later. Or what is the second type we are saying? CH3 CO methyl keto group and Z. Any of this is taken. These are reacting with a halogen and alkali, here NaOH or KOH, or we can take directly OH minus, simply X2 plus OH minus also we can write, or simply they may give O NaOCl or NaOX. Okay, so here we can give or they may give like OX minus. Here what is X? X is a halogen. either chlorine or bromine or iodine, mainly not fluorine. Okay, chlorine, bromine or iodine is taken as X. We can take this type of molecules, or we can use CaOH, CaOH taken twice plus Cl2. Calcium hydroxide and the chlorine mixture is also taken, or we can use Na2CO3 plus I2 mixture. So all these are different reagents. Any of these reagent can be used for the haloform reaction. Strong bases mean generally what? First group hydroxides, second group hydroxides. Any of the first group hydroxide or second group hydroxide is taken. Okay, and this H2 halogen and first group or second group hydroxide mixture and halogen plus hydroxide ion, or the sodium hydroxy halide. This is sodium hypohalite, or this is a hypohalite ion, and this is calcium hydroxide and chlorine or sodium carbonate and iodine mixture. Any of this is taken for this reaction, and then if you are taking X2, then what is the main product means? We are getting CHX3 plus ZCOONA. They are the main products. This is called as haloform. This is known as haloform. This is the principal reaction or the main reaction to haloform test or haloform reaction. Okay, a methyl carbonyl system, this type of system, or methyl keto group containing system or reactant is reacting with a halogen and alkali mixture to give haloform. And that sodium halide, that is carboxylate salt, sodium carboxylate salt is formed. Basing on the Z, here we can get the Z value. Okay, I will give the mechanism here. We will see the mechanism of this reaction now. Okay, the mechanism of this haloform reaction. So how this reaction occurs we will see. So first I am taking CH3 CHOHZ plus halogen. X2 means it is a halogen. Please remember, this is a halogen. We are taking a halogen. Then what happens is, this halogen remove the two hydrogen atoms and we are getting CH3 C double bond O Z plus 2HX. This reaction, complete reaction is called as oxidation. As I give in the preparation method from bleaching powder, same reaction, oxidation occurred. So what is formed is methyl carbonyl system is converted to methyl keto system. So next we are taking methyl keto system. So please see here, H, I am writing one hydrogen separately. This is CH3, this is CH3. Okay, and next what is present? C double bond O, Z is present. Now what is attacking is from the base OH minus group will attacks. Here base contains OH minus group. This will attacks on this proton. Base will always attacks on proton mainly if available. Then this is attacking on this proton. So here it is taking up this proton. So this is attacking on this proton, and then this pair of electron shifts onto the carbon atom. So we can write minus H2O, and then what is formed? CH2 minus. Here the lone pair is present, and C double bond O Z. Please tell me, carbon ion stability is increased by what type of groups? Here this is a carbon ion. No? Carbon ion stability is increased by minus I, minus M groups. Here what type of group is this? CO group, withdrawing group. So whenever there is a withdrawing group, here this is a withdrawing group, what happens? The negative charge is shifted or distributed throughout the molecule. Whenever a charge distributed throughout the molecule, then it becomes more stable. If the charge is concentrated on only one atom, then it becomes unstable. So here the negative charged carbon ion, this is simply also called as carbon ion. Carbon ion. The carbon ion is stabilized by the electron withdrawing group. Okay, so it can gives the proton easily, or this proton hydrogen becomes more acidic due to the electron withdrawing group. Due to the electron withdrawing group, this is becoming more acidic hydrogen. Okay, so it gives easily and forms a carbon ion. Okay, in the next step, what happens? Here, in the next step, halogen we are taking. Halogen means it contains two halogen atoms, and this is partial positive. I am writing this is partial positive and this is partial negative. Then the bond dissociate. The positive charged halide ion, or it is called as halonium ion, is attacking on this. So what is formed now? CH2 X and C double bond O Z is formed. Okay. Now, how many hydrogens here on this carbon? 2 plus 1, 3. Now, one hydrogen is removed till this. Means this is a one-step process completely. Second step means again I am doing the same process. Same process means we are using OH minus. What it will do? The OH minus removes one more hydrogen and it is releasing OH minus is released as H2O. So minus H2O like it is happening. So I will write here one side attacking group is OH minus. Because of OH minus what is formed? H2O elimination occurs. And what is the next attacking group? Yes, two halogen atoms, that is X2 will attacks. So first OH minus attack occurs and hydrogen is eliminated. In the second step, X and X one is attacking. One halide ion is attacking and the halogen is added. So this process means like this step continuously repeating till the end of the hydrogen atoms removal, all hydrogen atoms removal. So here one halide ion, one halogen is attacking. So what is the next process means CH2X and X is formed and here C double bond O Z is present. Okay, here you can write X minus is removed means the remaining is X minus. Here also the remaining is X minus. Okay, and the next step is also same now because one more hydrogen we have. So one more hydrogen we have. So what we are taking? OH minus and X2 we are adding. OH minus and X2 we are adding. And the next step what happens? H2O is removed and X minus is also removed. Okay, by the removal of this hydrogen, one halogen is added. So what happens? You will get CX and this is also X and this is also X and now you have C double bond O Z. Okay, so this is the main step, first step. Okay, so first if you have methyl cardinal system, by the halogen reaction oxidation occurs to give methyl keto system. And this methyl keto group containing compound reacts first with a base, strong base, base attacks on proton and it is removing the proton from this and forms a carbon ion. And the carbon ion stabilized by the withdrawing groups and this carbon ion is attacked by the halonium ion. X plus means halonium ion and then it is forming a monohalo compound. Again the same process occurs, more process repeated. I wrote two times. Why means because two more hydrogens we have. So the process repeated to get trihalo compound now. Okay, this is the first step. Please remember. So till this the process occurred is called as halogenation. It is called as halogenation process. Okay, please remember that is halogenation process. Okay, now I am taking this compound. Please see what is that? Here it is having here this is having CX3. So three halogen atoms are there. I can write this as CX3. So CX3 and now I have C double bond O and Z. Again, if I am trying to attack with base, if base is present, then again the base try to attack, then what happens means here it is having a base. This base will now attacks on the carbon atom because there is no protons here to attack on this. So now it attacks on carbon. Whenever this is attacking on carbon, this oxygen pi bond will shift onto the oxygen atom. So what is formed here? CX3 and COH, and here O minus C is present. Now O minus means it has 3 lone pairs and Z is already present. Okay. Now what happens in this process? Next step, what happens means whenever these lone pair electrons are shifting onto this, then this pi bond, these electrons will shifts or this bond dissociation occur. The electrons are taken up by this sorry, and it is released. This is released. I will write here only. So this is released as CX3 minus plus what is present remaining? What is the remaining compound? Tell me. Z single bond C double bond O OH. So I am writing, please see the remaining compound plus what is the remaining compound means Z single bond C double bond O OH. See how it is. Z single bond C double bond making now O OH. So we are getting this compound. Now I am taking that, again I am writing here CX3 minus is now reacting with ZCOOH. So these two compounds formed here, I wrote again here, and these are formed rearranging. Rearranging means why the rearranges means here this is having electron rich or electron density is more, and this has acidic hydrogen or proton. So this loses easily proton, or this is also called as proton shift or transfer. Proton transfer occurs. By the proton transfer, H plus transfers from this. So what is finally formed is CHX3. What we need, that is formed here now. Okay, that is the final product. And what is the remaining compound? Here, the remaining compound is ZC double bond O minus. And if you are taking any halogen, sodium hydroxide for example, then we will get sodium. If we are taking sodium hydroxide, then we will get sodium here. If you are not taking sodium, we are taking only OH minus, we will get the ZCOO minus only. Please remember that. We will take ZCOO minus. What is Z means? It may be hydrogen. Suppose here hydrogen is present, it become ethyl alcohol. Here hydrogen is present, it is acetaldehyde. Please remember, Z is not a big thing here now. Okay, we will give a difference about the Z, and basing on that, we will give the reactivity also later. Okay, here ZCOO minus and Na plus. So sodium hydroxide if taken, we will get ZCOO minus and Na plus. Otherwise, we will get haloform and ZCOO minus, a carboxylate ion formation occur. Okay, this is the mechanism. Okay, so please see here. First, the methyl carbonyl taking the halogen, and this is oxidation process and gives methyl keto group. The methyl keto group is attacked by the base and proton is eliminated to give carbon ion. This carbon ion is attacked by the halonium ion and gives a halo compound, monohalo compound. The process is repeated 2 times because it has 2 more acidic hydrogens. So by the first repetition, we will get dihalo. By the second repetition, we will get a trihalo compound. The same compound I am taking here because to write the next step. Okay, the same compound. Again, if we are adding base, what happen? That base attacks on the carbon. Okay, sir, why can't attacks this base here? Because here we have a acidic hydrogen or proton. If a proton is available, generally base will electrically attack on the proton. This is easily available. And next, base attacks and the rearrangement occurs to give the trihalide ion. And this is a trihalide ion rearrangement of proton or transfer of a proton occur, then it gives a haloform. Okay, that haloform and carboxylate ion formation occur. This is mechanism for the haloform reaction. Okay. The next very important one is in haloform test, the most important thing they are asking is which of the following compounds show haloform test, or which of the following compound shows positive haloform test, or which compound gives haloform test or not. Okay, they're asking that. So here first we will see positive haloform test compounds. Positive haloform test giving compounds. So in this first type is we are taking alcohols. We said two types of compounds, now alcohols. In this alcohols, what we said, if a compound is having CH3 CHOH Z type, if this is the group present, then the compounds gives the haloform test. Okay, we will see the alcohol. In this first primary alcohols, if we are taking, which type of primary alcohol gives? Please remember, very important, only one alcohol or one primary alcohol gives the haloform test, that is ethyl alcohol. This is called as ethyl alcohol. Only one primary alcohol gives, no other primary alcohols will give the haloform test. Next, secondary alcohols. So secondary alcohols, if you are taking, what are the secondary alcohols? Two alkanols, we can write commonly as two alkanols will gives the all two alkanols will gives the haloform test. What is this two alkanols, sir? CH3, CHOH and R group. Suppose I am writing directly R, whatever it may be the R group. It may be methyl group or it may be ethyl group. Suppose I am taking CH3, CHOH and CH3. This is called as 2-propanol. This compound is known as 2-propanol or propan-2-ol. And we can write another example, CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH3. This is called as 2-butanol or butane-2-ol. 2-butanol, 2-propanol, any two alkanols. Mainly, two alkanols gives the haloform test in secondary alcohols. Okay, and suppose if you are taking CH3, CHOH, and here there is a pH. pH means benzene ring, C6H5. Even they also gives a haloform test. Okay, even it is benzene ring, they also gives haloform test. And if there is a tertiary alcohol, for example, I am taking tertiary alcohol, whether they gives or not. Tertiary alcohols, if you are taking, sorry, tertiary alcohols will not show haloform test. So in primary alcohols, only one compound will show, that is ethyl alcohol. And in the secondary alcohols, two alkanols. Any two alkanols will give the secondary alcohols gives the haloform test. Tertiary alcohols, no one will use. This is for alcohols. Next, second type of compounds which show positive haloform test, that is the carbonyl compounds. carbonyl compounds. In this carbonyl compounds, what we said generally CH3COZ. This is a methyl keto group, or this is a carbonyl group containing compound. In this first one, we are taking aldehydes. Aldehydes when we are taking here aldehydes. Here there is aldehyde. First aldehyde CH3 C double bond O H. That is a acetaldehyde. It will give the haloform test. And next, any other aldehydes will not give this haloform test. Only one aldehyde that gives the haloform test. And next, keto group containing. Here the second is keto groups. So whenever we are taking ketones, ketones means generally methyl keto group containing any methyl keto group containing compounds. Any methyl keto group containing compounds will give us. Here, for example, we are taking R. R means an alkyl group. Or we are taking CH3, C double bond O, PH, phenyl group containing compounds. Or remember, this is a CH3, CO, COOH, carboxylic acid, or CH3, CO, CHO. This is called as a pyruvaldehyde. This is known as pyruvaldehyde. It is lactic acid. Okay. And next, CH3, CO, CO, okay, COCl or CONH2 we can take. This is pyruvic acid, and we can use, wait, CH3CHOH and COOH also. Okay, COOH, this is called as lactic acid. This is called as pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid. So these compounds will give the haloform test. Okay. And sometimes they ask which doesn't give haloform test. Other than these compounds, they will not give the haloform test. And one more important which doesn't give haloform test is CH3CO. It is looking like a methyl keto group containing compound, but if you have OH group or CH3COCl or CH3CONH2 group, CH3COOCH3 group. Okay, why they doesn't give means what type of groups are these compounds? So here 3 lone pairs present, here 2 lone pairs present. They act as plus M effect groups. Plus M effect groups means what they will do? They increase the electron density. They increase the electron density. So here they increase the electron density. So this will not become acidic hydrogen. If there is a more acidic hydrogen, it releases easily and halidine attacks occurs and halogenation occurs. But here plus M effect is there. So because of this, it doesn't releases electrons easily. Okay. So these type of compounds, these compounds will not show haloform reaction. It doesn't show haloform reaction are negative. They are negative to haloform test. Negative to haloform test. Okay. And any other types of groups. Suppose if you are giving here CH3 they gave, and here it is a CO. If they give this one, they gives. But here it is a CH2, here it is a CH3, and here it is also CH2, and this is CH3. Tell me, is this compound gives haloform test or not? It doesn't give haloform test because it is not having any methyl keto group. Here this is not a methyl keto group now. This is not a methyl keto group. Okay, so this doesn't give haloform test. So if this type of group is present, or in first one we will give methyl cardinal, then those only gives the haloform test. Remaining compounds will not give the haloform test.